Welcome to Bologna, one of the oldest cities in Italy and the capital of Emilia-Romagna. Founded by the Etruscans, Bologna has a history that dates back over 2,000 years. Over the centuries, the city has grown and evolved, becoming one of the most important cities in the country. Today, Bologna is famous for its culture, cuisine, architecture, and vibrant atmosphere. Things to see in Bologna. Now that we have an overview of the history of Bologna, let's move on to the things to see in the city. Here is a list of 15 attractions not to be missed. Piazza Maggiore, the main square of Bologna, surrounded by important monuments such as the Palazzo del Podesta, the Palazzo Comunale, and the Basilica of San Petronio. Two towers, the two iconic towers of Bologna, the Asinelli Tower and the Garrisenda Tower. Climb to the top to admire the panoramic view of the city. Basilica of San Petronio, one of the largest churches in Europe, with its Gothic-style facade and interior decorated with works of art. Archiginnasio of Bologna, the historic building of the University of Bologna, with its wonderfully decorated library and the Anatomy Hall, which houses an ancient collection of anatomical wax statues. Church of San Giacomo Maggiore, a Baroque church with a breathtaking facade and frescoed interior. Church of Santa Maria della Vita, a Baroque church with a large terracotta sculpture, the Lamentation over the Dead Christ, considered one of the most important masterpieces of the Italian Renaissance. Palazzo Poggi Museum, a museum of the University of Bologna that houses a vast collection of scientific instruments, maps, and works of art. Medieval Civic Museum, a museum that tells the story of the city of Bologna during the medieval period. National Art Gallery of Bologna, an art museum with a collection of works by artists such as Giotto, Raphael, Titian, and others. Mercato di Mezzo, a historic market in Bologna that sells local food products, such as fresh pasta, Parmigiano Reggiano, and other typical products of Emilia-Romagna. The Seven Churches, a series of 7 churches that represent the 7 main churches of Bologna. Porticos of Bologna, spanning over 40 kilometers. Bologna's porticos are a unique attraction and a distinctive feature of the city. They were built over the centuries to protect passers-by from the elements and can be found everywhere in the city. Museum of the History of Bologna, a museum that tells the story of the city of Bologna through objects, documents, and images. Giardini Margherita, the main park in Bologna, with its paths, green meadows, and lakes. It is the ideal place for a walk or to relax in the shade of the trees. Quadrilatero, the oldest district of Bologna, where you can find craft shops, restaurants, cafes, and bars. It is the ideal place to immerse yourself in the daily life of the city. I hope this brief guide has given you an idea of what to see in Bologna. The city is rich in history, art, culture, and good food. If you are planning a trip to Italy, do not miss the opportunity to visit Bologna. Thank you for following me and have a good trip.